The night sky over Maiduguri looked dull and heavy when Brigadier General Musa Uba received the intelligence report. A group of villagers, women, teenagers, and an elderly community leader had been abducted and taken deep into Sambisa forest. General Musa had seen such reports countless times, but this one felt different. The coordinates looked too clean, the route too straightforward, almost like bait dressed as a rescue operation. He closed the folder quietly and looked out the window of his office. His eyes, sharp and seasoned by years of war, scanned the silent darkness outside the barracks. For 27 years, Musa Uba had fought in the northeast. He knew Sambisa better than most soldiers, and deep down, something in his instincts whispered, "This mission isn't ordinary." Before dawn broke, he assembled a hand-picked team of 40 battle-ready men. They trusted him without question, and he trusted them with the same certainty. As the convoy rolled out, headlights cutting through the early morning fog, nobody spoke. They all knew that Sambisa was not just a forest. It was a beast that swallowed men whole. After hours of rough travel, they abandoned their vehicles at the forest edge and switched to foot formation. The air thickened as they ventured in. The deeper they walked, the more alive the forest felt, watching, listening, waiting. General Musa signaled for silence. Something was off. When they reached the supposed location of the captives, they found nothing. No footprints, no ropes, no broken branches, no signs of human presence. He frowned. This is too clean. And then, a gunshot cracked through the air. In seconds, the forest erupted. Gunfire exploded from every direction, pouring like rain from treetops, tunnels, and hidden pits. It was an ambush, coordinated, ruthless, precise. The soldiers scrambled for cover as bullets tore through branches above their heads. "Fall back!" General Musa shouted, firing into the shadows. But every escape path was blocked. Enemy fighters swarmed like a tightening ring. The firefight became desperate. Musa helped drag 2 wounded soldiers behind a fallen tree, shielding them with his own body. Then a grenade landed beside him. Without hesitation, he shoved the 2 younger men away. The explosion lifted him off the ground, slamming him into a ditch. His vision blurred. His ears rang violently. He tasted blood. He tried to rise, but dark figures were already surrounding him. A rifle butt slammed into his jaw. Everything went black. He woke tied to a wooden pole inside a dim hut. His face was swollen, his uniform torn. He could hear faint footsteps outside, quiet whispers, the hum of a generator. A tall man stepped into the hut, face covered except for his cold, piercing eyes.
"So, we finally capture the famous Musa Uba."
General Musa stared back without fear.
"You have chased us for years. You have destroyed our camps, intercepted our plans, rescued our prisoners. You think we will let you go?"
General Musa said nothing. Not one word. Interrogations followed, beatings, threats, attempts to break him, attempts to record him pleading. But Musa Uba was a wall, a soldier who lived by honor, a man who refused to betray his country, even while tied, wounded, and starved. Days passed. His captors grew frustrated. On the 4th day, they realized he would never talk, so they decided he would die. Back at the base, tension twisted through the barracks. Officers expected a statement from Abuha. Soldiers expected a rescue mission. Families expected information, but all they got was silence. Cold, heavy, confusing silence. When journalists asked questions, officials replied with vague lines, "We cannot confirm anything yet. We are investigating. No information to share for now." But the soldiers understood. Nobody was coming. Deep inside Sambisa, on the 5th day, General Musa was dragged into an open clearing. His steps were weak, but his posture remained strong. He stood tall despite the pain. The leader approached him with a knife. Last words? General Musa lifted his chin, breathing heavily, and said,
"I have done my duty. Let history record the truth."
Moments later, Sambisa absorbed the sound of his final breath. Hunters found his body days later, half covered by leaves. When the military recovered him, every soldier who saw him cried, some out of grief, some out of anger, some out of helplessness. They waited for a national announcement, a tribute, a flag-lowering ceremony, something. Instead, nothing. No official statement, no honors, no national acknowledgement, just silence. His funeral was small, painfully quiet. His boots were placed beside his coffin, his medals rested on his chest. His mother wept until her voice broke. His soldiers saluted him with trembling hands. A hero had died, and the country he served chose silence. But stories do not die with their heroes. Among the soldiers he trained, the families he protected, the recruits who admired him, the memory of Brigadier General Musa Uba lived on. Sambisa may have swallowed his body, and the government may have swallowed his name, but the people who loved him carried his story. A story whispered in barracks rooms, retold beside campfires, and remembered by the forest itself. For some heroes don't need statues. Some heroes live forever in the silence they leave behind.